for that question. Thank you. No. The reason I'm so interested in leadership is not because I got any leadership position. That's not the reason. My interest is because of two factors. And one is passion and the other one is pain. Let me elaborate on that statement. Before I explain, no country is perfect. No country is perfect. Every country has their own stories. But when observing different countries and you look at how the citizens are suffering, not because of any other thing, but because of leadership, that is pain. When now you look at the communities, the societies, at the workplace, and you see how the structure, how the community is suffering, not because of any other thing, but because of leadership, that is pain. And when you look now at families, and you see how a family can go through a chaotic season, not because of any other thing, but because of leadership, that is pain. So this pain for me, it then became associated with passion. And I had an interest to now understand the art of leadership. Because there are people at the workplace that are great leaders. There are people, the parents that are great leaders, family. There are nations, there are countries that have great leaders. So I became interested in wanting to understand what makes the greats great when it comes to leadership. And I became a student of leadership. Not just a student, but I decided to be a vessel of service to humanity, that what I learn, I then come and share with the broader community, whatever knowledge I have. And since you brought that question, please allow me to also talk about this one point before I sit down. When God created man, He was not thinking about the institution of leadership. He created man to govern himself. Because if you can go to the Bible, there are no laws, there are no rules until you get to Moses. From Genesis up until to the point where you start to learn about Moses, that's when you start to learn about the Lord. But prior to that, God created men to govern themselves. That's why when I'm talking about leadership, I emphasize so much on the importance of self-governance. Because if you can master that as a society, as a community, as a family, as the country, most of our challenges will disappear.